Young parliamentarians took to the floor as they debated for government to develop appropriate legislations to prevent the consumption of alcohol by persons under the age of 21 and prohibit the sale of alcohol at school functions open to the public. Here are some of the debate from the Youth Parliament.
Mr. Speaker, as stated by the World Health Organization, Grenada's total adult per capita consumption of alcohol, which is defined as the per capita amount of alcohol consumed in liters of pure alcohol among individuals 15 years of age or older, is 10.35 liters annually, compared to an average of 6.15 liters worldwide and 8.67 in the Americas. Not surprisingly, statistics also showed that in a survey conducted that involved adolescents in Grenada, it was seen that over a 30-day period, the percentage of students who tried alcohol for the first time was 13.5%.
Mr. Speaker, according to the National School Policy on Drug, it states many challenges, one of the challenges being, and I quote, alcohol is socially and culturally accepted. End of quote. Where is this happening, you may ask? I'll enlighten you. In our very own churches. In communion, yes, Holy Communion. At the tender age of 7 to 13, children will have had their first sip of the forbidden drink, alcohol, in the form of wine.
As Minister for Education, our ministry has been an upscale, and there are clear and convincing evidence that we are doing things right for our country in protecting our youth from alcohol abuse, alcohol addiction, alcohol intimidation, and the flat-out menacing contribution alcohol plays on their lives. According to the Additional Capital Poison Center, too much alcohol is bad for everyone, but for young persons, it causes problems that most people are ignorant of. Too much children are drinking harmful amounts of alcohol, putting them at risk for fighting, family and work problems, and even dropping out of school.
Speaker, we are not ready for such drastic change in our society, much less in our culture. The age limit has skyrocketed to 21 for the use of alcohol. Why not voting? Why not driver's license? So many whys, Mr. Speaker, but no answers. There is so many more in-depth attention that is confusing our people. We need to consider job security, academic improvement, and the list goes on. Mr. Speaker, in the 2019 budget reading, Minister of Education and Human Resource Development has given 112.1 million, that's 10.1% of total expenditures. However, schools receive a stipend of 300 to 600 a month. Mr. Speaker, that is not enough to sustain a school. That is why they need to go out and do extracurricular activities in order to sustain the institution.
We are proposing and enacting new legislation into law to protect our youths. We intend to do something about alcohol's negative role in our society, once and for all. We're going to reduce its harmful use. Nevertheless, Mr. Speaker, there exists a general perception among some in Grenada that there are more urgent problems that need to be addressed than the harmful use of alcohol. Let's have a closer look at the side effects of alcohol use. Abuse. Mr. Speaker, we have an unprecedented rise in cases of non-communicable diseases which are caused by excessive drinking. A rise in criminal activity by young people under the influence of alcohol.
Alcohol consumption is the third largest risk factor for disease and disability worldwide. Minister for Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs and Local Government, Honorable Kindra Matthew Stewart, delivered remarks at the Parliament.
To you, the parliamentarians, for participating in this youth parliament. Your presentation showed that you placed a lot of emphasis in this activity. Your presentation was well researched, you were eloquent, and of course you were very entertaining. And I want to congratulate each and every one of you for participating and of course for doing your best. This topic debated today is a very relevant and serious issue. And as alluded to by the member of Carriacou East, Ms. Lisa Marie Simon, that this was raised in the recent parliamentary budget debate, the issue of the sale of alcohol in schools. And it is something that this government is taken very seriously and will address in the coming fiscal year 2019.
Honorable Kate Lewis, Minister for Youth, commended the young parliamentarians.
As I sat there and I looked on, I realized that our future is strong and we can be very much optimistic about what Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique future will be with our new young future parliamentarians. They have done an excellent job and must be commended. Activity this morning goes along with our youth agenda, building youth leaders for the future. And the Ministry of Youth Development will continue to make investments such as these to ensure that our young people are properly prepared for our future in order to take up those initiatives.
Alcohol consumption in Grenada is a growing concern. According to the World Health Organization, Grenada's total adult per capita consumption of alcohol is 10.35 liters annually. The young parliamentarians were awarded for their participation in the Youth Parliament. The 7th Youth Parliament was organized by the Youth Division within the Ministry of Carriacou and Petit Martinique Affairs. It was held under the theme, Giving Young Leaders a Head Start.